Ozzy Osbourne, one of the most recognizable and influential musicians in rock, has died at the age of 76. As frontman of Black Sabbath, the Birmingham-born musician is credited with inventing heavy metal thanks to songs like Iron Man and Paranoid. Less than 3 weeks ago, the self-styled Prince of Darkness performed a farewell concert in his hometown, supported by many of the musicians he had inspired, including Metallica and Guns N' Roses. In a statement, his family said,
"It is with more sadness than mere words can convey that we have to report that our beloved Ozzy Osbourne has passed away this morning. He was with his family and surrounded by love."
Born John Michael Osbourne, he dropped out of school at the age of 15, holding several low-paid jobs and spending a short spell in prison for burglary before embarking on his musical career. After singing with several local bands, he joined Black Sabbath alongside guitarist Tony Iommi, bassist Geezer Butler, and drummer Bill Ward in the late 1960s. They developed a unique sound, inspired by the blues but slower, louder, and more sinister, with frequent references to the occult. Considered pioneers of heavy metal, they released their self-titled album in 1970. They followed it up with platinum records such as Paranoid and Master of Reality throughout the rest of the decade. Fired from the band in 1978, he launched a successful solo career with the 1980 album Blizzard of Oz, featuring the classic single Crazy Train. The following year's Diary of a Madman was even more popular, selling more than 5 million copies. Along the way, Osbourne developed a reputation for his unhinged live performances, exemplified by the possibly exaggerated story that he had once bitten the head off a live bat during a concert, having mistakenly thought it was a toy thrown on stage by a fan. His intake of drink and drugs was legendary, leading to some peculiar behavior. The rock band Motley Crue once described how Osbourne, in a competition to see whose habits were the most debauched, snorted a line of ants from a hotel floor. There was also a dark side to his addiction. In 1989, he woke up in jail, having been arrested for the attempted murder of his second wife, Sharon. Following the arrest, Osbourne was ordered by the court to spend 6 months in rehabilitation. Believing he was remorseful, Sharon decided not to press charges. Speaking in the 2020 documentary The 9 Lives of Ozzy Osbourne, she recalled,
"I told him, I don't want the money, but if you do this again, either I am going to kill you or you are going to kill me. And do you want that for the kids?"
In the 1990s, his wild image transformed thanks to the MTV reality show The Osbournes, which portrayed the star as the well-meaning, frequently befuddled patriarch of an unruly household. This, he said, was his true personality.
"All the stuff on stage, the craziness, it's all just a role that I play, my work,"
he told the New York Times in 1992.
"I am not the Antichrist. I am a family man."
The Osbournes also made stars of their manager wife Sharon and children Jack and Kelly, with whom he duetted on a chart-topping version of the Sabbath song Changes in 2003. The same year, however, he suffered a spinal injury in 2003 after a crash involving an all-terrain vehicle, or ATV. The injury was exacerbated by a late-night fall in 2019, which required several rounds of extensive surgery. In 2020, the star revealed he had been diagnosed with Parkinson's and largely stepped back from touring after playing the closing ceremony of the Commonwealth Games in 2022. However, he was determined to make one last appearance, bowing out with his last concert at Birmingham's Villa Park on the 5th of July, a stone's throw from his childhood home in Aston. The musician sang while seated on a black throne, clapping, waving his arms, and pulling wild-eyed looks as he performed hits including Crazy Train, Mr. Crowley, and War Pigs. He appeared overwhelmed at times.
"You have no idea how I feel. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
he told the audience, and almost 6 million more people who tuned in for the live stream. Speaking on stage, Pantera frontman Phil Anselmo said the artists on the bill
Would all be different people.
without Osbourne and Black Sabbath.
That's the truth. I wouldn't be up here with this microphone in my hand without Black Sabbath, the greatest of all time.
Osbourne is survived by his wife and their 3 children, Amy, Kelly, and Jack Osbourne, and several grandchildren. He is also survived by 3 children from a previous marriage, Jessica, Louis, and Elliot,